are so wounded by world and all those moves, all those moves. Why don't you come up and see me sometime? I know you purveyors of the doom. Why don't you come up and see me sometime? I know you're licking those wounds. And the world full of hatred is. And you've been feeling your own doom. Why don't you come up to see a phantasm moment? And come up and listen definitely through. You'll be all consumed by the light of the moon, and you'll be able to more than lick your wounds. After all, you're betrayers of life. Why come up and save me, step a train coming soon. For all you betrayers of the funk and of other groups, for all you betrayers who think the only sound coming to you, for all you slayers of that moment in the mood. Why don't you come up and see me sometime? And it's just something else to you. And for all you betrayers of the soul in the moon, for all you betrayers, now you know your ghost gonna save you. Why don't you come out to a real phantasm, boy? Why don't you look in the looking glass, see the truth? Why come out to a woman like Josephine? Oh, more than lick your wounds. Corporators and all the goals gonna save you. For all you American betrayers think that my Lord's gonna save you. Why don't you come up to Miss Stephanie and show you what betrayed you? Why don't you come up to a phantasm plant? Why don't you go and lick your wounds? No one's gonna save you. No one's gonna save you from the crew of all people you betray. Yeah, if you know the show is true, you thought that you'll be so cool, that will show you how to be cool. Well, come out at you. You can't play a band as a bar, with a girl, gonna play you. You can't play darling, with your arms in that true. You can't play just be definite. Oh yeah, we're gonna play you. You can't play darling like that. You know how to be you. It is really the truth. It is really the end of the end. It is really end up, there you go. Back to the basics, back to the truth. Don't you know about it? Everything is like on your thing, dude. If there was spark left there, then we're gonna put it back together for you. There's still spark left, darling. We're gonna piece it back together for you.
This is the Phantom Electric Ghost, and this is our continuing series of song deconstructions. We're going to be talking about a new track that we did, and we do tracks pretty much every day of the week as we feel it. Again, I'm Phantom Electric Ghost. I'm an electronic music artist and producer. My work on the internet is on SoundCloud. We've got over 72,000 listens on our Phantom Electric Ghost site. And we're also on Fanburst under Phantom Electric Ghost. I've been doing music since I was a teenager. Started on SoundCloud in 2008. And we've got a lot of music out on all the streaming services. We've got a lot of songs, over 130 tracks been released to Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, all those things. What we've been working on lately is a bunch of tracks. Even though we have our Dark Ghost album, which has been delayed until next year because of personal issues, but we are working with Chernobello.com on the art for that project, and you should go out to Chernobello.com and check out their high-intensity graphic art that's black and white, somewhat psychedelic. Chernobello had created the cover for our album in 2017, a collaboration with the Los Angeles artist All Control K, and she does a lot of virtual media for the virtual platforms, the VR platforms out there. So you should check out her work. She's been doing a lot of cool stuff. We, again, had an album called To Infinitum that we put out last year. It's a collaboration between Phantom Electric Ghost and All Control K. You should check out all her music. It's very, very good stuff. But what we're doing here is we created a jam called For All You Betrayers of the Funk and Soul. And we have multiple versions of it. And this one is called The Big FU to You. And it's typically what we do. We kind of do like inspired by Sun Ra and jam bands like the Almonds and Derek and the Dominoes and just any kind of goodness like that, along with like progressive electronic music like Yes and Genesis, probably more the Peter Gabriel Genesis, and the later version that dropped down to like 3 members. Not that Abacab is a very good album, but I'm really into more of the progressive work that was done, like Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, things like that. And Watcher in the Skies is a big hit. We're very happy with a lot of the stuff we got this year. We're going to do some more product reviews. What we're very excited is that we brought in Arturia 6U. We integrated our Mother 32, which we had bought right when it came out, with a Moog DFAM, drummer from another mother, which is an awesome analog drum machine. And then we brought in a bunch of Make Noise modules, two in particular, the math module, which is the utility module. It can act like an oscillator, act like an LFO. It has a lot of cool sonic goodness. You can play the filter and alter signals from VCAs in your Eurorack. We also have the Morphogene, which is a real revelation in sampling. Allows you to sample up to over 3 minutes worth of music. We tend to use it to sample ourselves or sample my voice and then integrate it and play the filter, because you can do a lot of time shifting, you can do a lot of alteration that can create a brand new song from existing material. And so what we did here with this song, For All You Betrayers, is to use the Morphogene along with the DFAM to create like just a basic backbeat. And then on top of that, we used the Roland VTO3 for Josephine and for the Ghost. So the Ghost is kind of singing this song, and Josephine's on the Morphogene. It is pretty much a jam session, and it's just stream of consciousness lyrics that I like to do. And sometimes it comes out as a complete statement. Sometimes it's very, ethereal. It's very, different type of music. It's not as structured as what you do on a DAW. But it's kind of like, it's a painting. It's a sound painting. Kind of back to what I said. Jimi Hendrix pointed out on Electric Lady when they asked him what he was doing. He's like, these are sound paintings. And I pretty much am a big purveyor and believer in sound paintings as a way to do music. And sometimes it's like they're point in time. Like sometimes I can't replicate some of these songs exactly the same. I'll do it in the same vein. And then other times, I use my sequencers and use my digital recorders. If I'm going to do a song like Miss Windover and I want to do it exactly the way I did it, I will pretty much run it like a sequence and then overdub it with some live guitar or live vocals for those that want to have that. But a lot of times if you see a Phantom Electric Ghost show, I'm going to pretty much do most of it live. I do have my sequences, but a lot of what I'm doing is going to come out not from a DAW. It's going to come from me playing things in real time, aided by, I'm a one-man band, so I do have sequencers and drum machines, but I do switch it up and do a lot of, manipulation, particularly with like the drummer from Another Mother. You can pretty much play all of the control surfaces on it and create a lot of sonic variation that is not going to be the same as when you originally recorded it, which is what I liked about analog instruments, is the fact that you don't just have a patch, you do have something that's living and breathing. And with the analog instruments I have, the two Moogs and Arturia Mini Brute 2S, there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with that stuff. And I even have a System 1M, which is less of an analog, it's analog behavioral modeling, but it can bring you different variations based on how you set it, but not as variable as a pure analog system. We are currently looking for a co-host for our show. As we've said, if there's a female electronic musician that wants to join us and talk about all things indie and electronic and overall music process and production, please respond as a voice memo to this recording. Favorite us on Anchor and start the conversation. We have a Skype, KDJONESMTB, Mountain Tom Boy. And if you send us a Skype message, we can talk about potentially having a platform where you can not only talk about your music or things you're interested in, we can interview artists and we do interview artists. We've interviewed artists like Kendra Black, who did a song with Snoop Dogg called Rude. We've interviewed the Bermuda soul duo Heritage. We've interviewed the two punk brothers, The Muted. Previously it was on Spearman. We put it back out here. We have an interview with Christina Passion that we did on Spearman. We're going to push back out sometime this weekend. And we're very interested in pushing all things indie. And so if you're interested, again, respond as a voice memo and see if you want to get to be part of this. Thank you.